Hey guys, Mike here from C&M Aquatics, and today's video is going to be focused on aquarium essentials for beginners. The products that we've laid out in front of you are the products that have helped us the most, and they're the products that we recommend to anyone who's getting into the hobby. Today I'm going to go over each one. I'm going to explain to you what each one does, and I'm going to explain to you why I think it's essential for every beginner to keep in their fish cabinet. Alrighty, so I'll start on the right. The API Freshwater Master Test Kit. A master test kit is really key to keeping fish. Without it, you're not going to be able to know what's going on with your tank. You have to know what your pH is. You have to know what your nitrates are. You have to know what your nitrates are, and your ammonia. You have to know what all of it is to maintain proper fish health. Without this, you wouldn't know if your fish are sick. You wouldn't know if the water could harm your fish. It's just essential to maintaining peak quality of life for everything inside of your aquarium. In the middle, behind the two jars of food, you see the API General Cure. Now, what the General Cure is, that cures parasites, worms, and everything. Whenever we get new fish from the store, we put them in a separate quarantine tank and we add General Cure, and they stay in there for about a week. Now, what this does is this is going to kill any worms that they picked up at the store and then in turn have brought back into your house. And you do not want to introduce these to your aquarium. So what you do is you quarantine them, and this kills the worms before they're added to your aquarium. So say a mistake happened, something fell through the cracks, and now you've ended up with parasites inside of your community tank. This is something that we have done that's worked. It's not something that I came up with. I read it on a forum online, but it's worked for me, and I'm going to recommend it to you guys. We take our dry food, which happens to be the tropical fine pellets you see in front of you, and what we do is we mix that with some of the General Cure powder. Now this is going to taste bad, so that's where the garlic guard comes into play. We add the garlic guard to the mixture of food and the medicine. It masks the food, it masks the taste of the medicine, and over the course of the week you feed that food medicine mixture to the fish. They eat it up and it'll cure their parasites. So that's why we always recommend having garlic guard. And garlic is also really good for their digestive system. In the upper left-hand corner, that's Prime. That's my go-to dechlorinator and water conditioner. I use a 5-gallon bucket for my water changes. I add about a quarter to a half cap per every 10 gallons of water, but since I use 5-gallon buckets, I add about a quarter cap to every 5-gallon bucket. I let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes, let it dissolve all the way, and then I just use that and add it right into my tanks. Now if you're using RO water, this is not needed. This is if you're using tap water. So I know I mentioned the food earlier, but now I'm going to get into it a little bit more. It's called Cobalt Tropical Ultrafine Pellets. It's my favorite for small freshwater fish. I feed it to my betas, my guppies, and my rasbora. I have beta that are 3 inches long, and I have guppies that are a half an inch long, and these pellets are great for all of them. They can all fit them in their mouth. They all love to eat them, and as soon as they hit the surface of the water, every single fish is at the surface trying to get as many as they can in their mouth. What you see to the left of it, the veggie rounds, those are for my corridors and my plecos, both which I keep in the community tank with everything. Well, not the beta. The betas are in their own tank. The plecos and the corridors love the veggie rounds. Every night I'll put 2 of them in there, and I wake up in the morning and they're all gone. So if you're keeping cories, you're keeping plecos, anything that eats algae or plants, would definitely recommend the veggie rounds. For your other tropical freshwater fish, go with the Cobalt Tropical Ultra Pellets. They come in different sizes, and I would totally recommend them. My fish seem to love them. Just make sure you don't feed your fish too many. Again, you want to keep them nice and healthy. That's what this is all about. Alright guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to learn something today. These are the products that I think are essential to any beginner, and they can really help out with a lot of the problems you run into along the way. Remember to like and subscribe and follow our channel. Turn on the notifications to keep up with our videos that come out every week. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. See you later.